Hey everybody, Chris Grest here. So I got a little bit of a news story for y'all today. Y'all are going to want to hear this, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get at this. So I started hearing a little bit of rumors yesterday over on Instagram and a couple other places, Reddit as well, about the possible future not looking so good for the folks over at Kalashnikov USA. So, I don't know how many of y'all are over on Instagram, but there's a user called AK Quality Enforcement, and he posted up something yesterday earlier in the day talking about let's discuss KUSA. So he kind of got claim to fame, and I don't know him personally, never had any dealings with him, but I followed him on Instagram for quite a while. Way back when the KP9s had the bolt issue, he was kind of the driving force to kind of get some of that public and help get that stuff going. And since then, he's been kind of monitoring any sort of quality issues from various companies as far as AK production or AK quality issues. Pretty good resource, definitely has some contacts within the industry to kind of keep folks, informed about what's going on. So anyways, he posted something yesterday called Let's Discuss KUSA, talking about rumors. He says, rumors are true. Kalashnikov USA is closing its doors as of this coming Monday and laid off their employees, expected to go into bankruptcy. I'll be able to share more from my sources as I get the go-ahead, but for now, this is what I'm able to share. Rest in peace. It says, he did an edit later on. Owners may be going to the bank tomorrow to try and buy it back from the bank. I'll update it when I know more. All right, so that was the first kind of post there. And then later in the day, he posted a screenshot from a conversation he had with a supposed KUSA employee. So his post stated, remember, it's not just a company, it's people, it's families. I'm sure KUSA will return, hopefully under better ownership, not PSA. So the supposed employee from KUSA said, hey man, I know this is about a year late, but I wanted to reach out and say thank you for keeping the AK industry honest. I was an engineer at KUSA and I handled the KP9 bolt problem that you brought to attention. Genuinely, your work probably kept the doors open there for the better part of the year. There are a lot of good people that are out of work now, but if you hadn't lit a fire under their butts back then, it probably would have ended a lot sooner. It's a darn shame what happened, but the writing was on the wall for years. Keep up the good work. It's been a lot of fun watching your page grow. Thanks again. So essentially, KUSA has had some issues with quality, not just their KP9. I know some of their other rifles and stuff, which I don't have any firsthand experience with, had also some issues. They were kind of all over the place. I actually had an issue with my KP9 very early on. The Picatinny rail on the top cover was out of spec, and what would happen was your optic wouldn't clamp on there properly, and it could potentially fall off. And I did a funny video on that way back in the day. They, of course, took care of me, no problem. They sent me a replacement pick rail top cover. I swapped that out, no big deal. And then they also sent me a KUSA backpack, which was also pretty cool. So anyways, here's my 2 cents. Like the AK Quality Enforcement dude on Instagram said, it's families, it's people, let's, just remember, hey, these are people's livelihoods. So it sucks that KUSA is having problems and potentially looks like they're going bankrupt, going under for the time being. So people are going to be out of work. I never want to hear about somebody losing their job, especially because of mismanagement of management and stuff like that. And this stuff happens more often than you may think. So definitely keep those folks and their families in our thoughts and prayers, while they try to find some other employment, that sort of thing. On the AK side with KUSA, they were probably one of the biggest U.S. AK manufacturers trying to bring stuff back per the Soviet spec for the most part. I know they had some issues. I'm not going to go into all that. But like the Vitsnez, the KP9 series, the AK-101, 103 series as well. I know they had the Comrade 12 gauge AK-12 shotgun deal. And that was all pretty cool as well. But not a lot of other folks were doing that. And, you know, for folks in the U.S. that wanted a near clone or close to clone of what, you know, would be the Soviet era or Soviet manufactured, Russian manufactured firearm, they were pretty much the best option. I know a lot of folks can say, oh, PSA, they're making this and that and the other, and that's fine. Nothing against PSA. I mean, I've used a lot of their stuff over the years with good results and not so good results, and that was a lot of the complaints about PSA stuff, is that with their AK stuff, a lot of folks didn't really think too highly of it. But anyways, just wanted to bring this to y'all's attention. Put your comments down below. What do you think happened? Why do you think KUSA is going under? Do you think they're going to have a resurgence? Who do you think is going to buy them out and take over potentially? You know, this is just kind of just some information I wanted to bring to y'all, and you know, kind of stir up a little bit of a discussion. So again, love my KP9, love the stuff that KUSA was doing. I think a lot of their demise has been the case of some mismanagement and some quality issues and stuff like that. So let's hope for the best and hope the best for the families and employees, and let's hope that KUSA, somebody swoops in there and kind of gets them back up and running. All right, so I appreciate y'all watching today's video on the news story about the Kalashnikov USA company. Really sad to hear them go, but hopefully somebody will scoop them guys up and then create something better from that. Love my KP9. Plan on keeping this thing a long time, and you know, I guess we'll have to see what the future holds. All right, so I appreciate everybody watching and subscribing, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Y'all take it easy.